You are mute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Um,
afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Abraham. Please turn on your camera. Okay. So, we were doing maths. We're going to start it. Hope you all remember what we did in the last class. Who's going to tell me what we did in the last class?
Ma'am, I think we did pairs of angles.
We did the angles. That is right.
We
So,
did
what are pairs of
adjacent
angles we
angles and complementary angles, supplementary angles, linear pair, and vertically opposite angles.
That is correct. Very good. With pairs of angles, and today we are going to practice some questions on pairs of angles. Okay, we will try out some questions on pairs of angles. So I am writing the question. You guys can note it and try to solve it. Okay, and let me know once you are done. So we'll discuss. Hmm. Now, suppose an angle is given to you. Let's name it angle AOB. Now you have to draw one more angle such that the two angles are adjacent. Okay.
of any of any like size.
Of any side? Yes, of any side. I'll show you the diagram of AOB. Okay. I'm drawing it. Adjacent. So this is the diagram. This is A, O, and D. Okay. I have AOB. So now we have to construct one, like in this, draw one more angle that is adjacent to AOB.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Erickson, Abraham. Done.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. So can you guys tell me how have you made an adjacent angle? It's angle AOB.
Ma'am, in between AOB, ma'am, so that it's adjacent and shares a common vertex and ray.
In between AOB.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And how has the others made it?
Ma'am,
Yes, Cedric.
I made it by adding another ray or above B, above the B ray.
Even I made it the same way.
You made it the same way. Okay. So, yes, Abraham, how did you make it?
I couldn't understand how to draw it.
You can't understand how to draw. See, we had given angle AOB, okay, and we had to make one more angle, okay, such that two angles are adjacent to each other. What is adjacent? Means that they will have a common vertex and a common side, okay, a common vertex and a common side. Okay, so if I make a ray outside of OB and name it C, okay, so they will be adjacent angles will be angle AOA, sorry, AOB, AOB, and angle BOC will be adjacent. And what will be the ray which is the same in both of them, which is in both the angles? O.
OB.
Okay, let's try the way Anaya has made it. Okay, let's see that one. So Anaya has made in between OA and OB from here like this. So we have let's name this one D. Okay, so
Ma'am, is it wrong the way I made it?
is it wrong the way you have made it? Another correct way to make it is this one. Okay, OC. All right, why? Because AOB I already have. Okay, that is already one angle. All right, that is given to us. Okay, so we have to make another one like this one. If you draw a ray in between them, that is dividing that angle which are given in two parts. Okay, but we don't have to divide it in two. We have to construct another, like draw another using the ray. All right, so basically this one is right. Okay, OC is right, and OD. If I see it like this, suppose angle AOB were not given to me the whole thing, then it can be an adjacent, yes. Okay, but for this question, it will be made separate. Okay, it will be made separate. So this is how we create an adjacent angle with a given angle. Okay, adjacent, a pair of adjacent angles we make. Okay, now we will try out another question. Okay, another question we will try out, and I'm clearing it. Next question. I am giving some pairs of angles. Okay, I'm going to give you some pairs of angles. You have to tell whether it is complementary angles or not, whether the pair is complementary angle or not. Okay, check if the following pairs are complementary. First one,
Ma'am,
hope you're ready. Yes, first do it. Okay, first complete all of it, and then at the end, I will discuss. We will discuss. Okay? Check if they are complementary. Okay. And just let me know once you are done.
Done, ma'am. They're not.
Okay.
ma'am,
Yes, Anjali.
Two of them are
ma'am,
complementary, and two of them are not.
ma'am,
Okay. So one by one, I will ask. Okay. So all four of you.
done, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Mask,
Wait a bit, Edric. Abraham's still doing. Done. Abraham Simeon done. Okay. So first one, we will ask Simeon first. Yes, Simeon. What is the first one?
1 minute.
Sure. Is it complementary or not?
Complementary means like both are 90, both together can make 90 degrees, right?
Yes, Simran. Both together will make 90 degrees.
Yes, the first one is complementary.
Very good. It is complementary.
Second one is not.
Next.
The
Okay,
third one
Simran, you just
is
had Simran, you just had to answer only one.
okay.
Okay. So, second one is yes, Elbridge. Second one is what?
Ma'am, second one is not a complementary, ma'am.
Second one is not a complementary. Okay, this time we'll ask Abraham the last. Okay, Abraham. Yes, Anaya. Third one.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
It is. Yes, Abraham. Last one. No, it's not. Okay. So, good work. All of your answers are correct. And so this is how we check if they are complementary or not. Okay, complementary means their total, their sum should be equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so if it is 90, then they are complementary. If it is not, then it's not complementary. Okay, so next question we will do.
Ma'am,
Next
supplementary.
question. No, not supplementary. In this, you have to find the measure of an angle. Okay, to find the measure. Supplementary to the angle of 40 degree. Angle of 40 degree. Okay.
Ma'am,
An angle that is supplementary
ma'am, can I tell, ma'am?
to
Where are you, ma'am?
yes, hope my video is visible now.
Ma'am, your video is visible, but your screen is hanged. We can hear you, but your screen is hanged. It's
Ma'am?
frozen.
Yeah, ma'am.
The whiteboard or my videos.
Your
Now
videos.
both are fine.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, now both of mine. Now both of mine. Now both of Ma'am?
Yes,
Ma'am, can I tell, ma'am?
yes, you can tell.
Ma'am, is it 140 degrees?
Is it 140 degree? Yes, it's 140 degree. Okay, now who's gonna tell how 140 degree came besides Edric?
Because it is 180 degrees is the thing, so supplementary would be 180 minus 40.
That's right, Simran. 180 minus 40. Okay, supplementary to the angle of 40 means the total will make 180. Okay, and to find out the other angle, find out the measure of the other angle, it will be 180 minus 40, that is 140. Okay. So this is how we try the measure. Okay, if it were complementary, find out the measure of an angle complementary to the angle of 40 degrees, then what would have the answer been?
Ma'am, would have been 50.
50. Yes. Okay. Because complementary means the total let's do the next one. Next question we will try out.
Ma'am, how many questions are there?
5 to 6 questions we'll try from this exercise, okay? So that you can, so that the pairs of angles concept is all set. Okay, so this is the type of question that are formed on the topic pair of angles. Okay. Check if the following pairs are supplementary. This is the next question. Mute yourself, Andrew.
Me?
Yes. Just let me know once you have finished.
Finished, ma'am.
I'm finished.
Okay. Thank you. Then Ibrahim. Okay. Yes, Amin.
I'm done.
Okay. So is the first one supplementary, Samir?
To who are you asking?
To you, Samir.
Okay, because I couldn't hear. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Andrew, second one.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Anaya. Third one.
No, ma'am.
No. And Abraham, last one. Is it supplementary?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well done. It's all correct. So this is how we will check that if the angles are supplementary or not. Okay, just sum it up. If it's 180, then they are supplementary. If it's not, then they are not supplementary. Okay. Now we will do one more question in which you have to find out the measures of the given angles. Okay. You have to find out the measure of the angles. So let's move on to it. Okay. Now center point is 4 point.
Ma'am,
Okay. And this
ma'am,
angle is 75 degree. First see the diagram entry. And the side angle is 60 degree. Okay. And what you have to find in this question, you have to find out the measure of this angle, okay, and this angle. All right. First find out the measure of, now what we are given? We are given angle AOB 60 degree, 60 degree, okay, and we are given angle AOD 75 degree, 75 degree, okay,
ma'am,
and what we have to find, 1 minute, we have to find angle POC, okay, and angle COD, okay. Now say
ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, ma'am, the angles don't add up to 180. Ma'am, the question is wrong.
The angles don't add up to 180. So this is just a practice question. Okay, find out the measure first.
Done, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am, done,
what
ma'am.
is it? Okay,
Done, ma'am.
all right. 1 minute.
I'm getting confused. I'm not sure how to figure it out because like Edric said, the that angle BOD does not add up to 180 degrees.
Okay, so TOD does not add up to 180 degrees. That is right. That is right, because this is a practice question. And try using the linear pair, the vertically opposite angle thing that I explained,
Ma'am,
and try it.
ma'am, can I tell, ma'am?
Yes, still of VOC, and then one Anaya will say,
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, BOC is 75 degrees.
75 degree. Okay. Yes, Anaya, what is COD?
Ma'am, how is that possible, ma'am? How can
How
that be
is that
said?
possible?
BOC or DOC, ma'am? He said. Which one?
DOC, that Edric said is 75 degree, and COD, that is this one. You tell.
Ma'am, COD is 75, ma'am. Isn't that right?
COD will be 60 degree, okay? Because vertically opposite angles are equal. So it will be 60 degree. Okay. Now, like I said, that it is a practice question. Usually what happens that both of these angles are equal to 180 degree. Okay. So I will change the measure. Okay. And now this line, can you see? I will re-explain it. Okay. Can you see this line? POD. Okay. So what is happening? I will re-explain it to you. Here it is forming a supplementary angle. Okay, BOD is a straight line and BOA. Okay, that is this angle. Okay, this angle and AOD. Okay, AOD angle, which is this angle. Okay, they are supplementary angles because they are on the straight line BOD. Okay, so yes, their total will be 180 degree. Okay, the total will be equal to 180 degree. So suppose now that angle BOA is 80 degree, is 80 degree, and AOD is 100 degree, 100 degree. Okay, so now we have BOD on a straight line, supplementary angles, whose sum is 180 degree. Okay, now similarly, we have vertically opposite angles in which opposite angles are equal. Okay, in which opposite angles are equal. So see, look here. Now, what is the opposite of AOB? Opposite of AOB. Its opposite is BOC. That is this angle. Okay, so it will be 100 degree, 100 degree. And what is the opposite of AOB? That is this angle. This angle is the opposite. That is COD. So this angle will be 80 degree. Okay. Now take a look at this straight line AC. AC. Okay, this is also a straight line. This is also a straight line. So what's happening now that again the sum is coming to 180. Okay. Now AOC, we have two angles. What are they? AOD and COD. Okay, on the line AOC. Two angles we have, and their sum is 100 and 80. Okay, so here also we are having supplementary angles. Okay, and BOD also we are having supplementary angles. So that is where the sum is, the total is 180. Okay, and so that way also you can do. Okay, you can subtract one angle from like this. There are two ways to do it basically. Using the vertically opposite angle property I just showed you, that if the upper one is 100 and two lines are cutting, the upper angle is 100, for example, then the angle right below it will be 100 because vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, or if the side angle is 80, then the angle opposite to the other side, that's forming on the other side, opposite will be 80. Okay,
Excuse me,
vertically
ma'am.
opposite. Yes or no?
But when you taught us vertically opposite angles, ma'am, you had taken 120 and 60, and 120 was opposite to 60.
120 was opposite to 60.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember
The
that.
first, when you taught us pairs of angles and you taught us vertically opposite angles, You made the diagram and you showed that 120 was opposite to 60. I have even written it in my book.
Can you show me the diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Move it a little bit to the side. I can see clearly. Okay, so and that is something like you have marked it wrong. Okay, and I think I remember that I thought that it is like opposite angles which are equal. Okay, opposite angles are equal. They are not like side by side. They are the angles which are opposite are equal. Okay, like this. All right, and from the side to the side, opposite ones are equal. Okay, and remember how you mark that way. All right, but it's okay. So this is how you can do VOA, vertically opposite angles, or you can do like this that I was showing, that angle AOB plus angle AOD is 180 degree, okay, because they are supplementary angles, okay. Then we have AOB, 80 degree, plus angle AOD equals to 180 degree. So angle AOD equals to 180 degree minus 80 degree. Angle AOD is 100 degree. Okay. This is the supplementary angle method. Okay. Both are applicable when we are having two lines cutting each other, intersecting. Okay, so both methods can be used.
Can you not rub it now? I'm just copying.
Sure.
Ma'am, I didn't understand how you added both AOB and AOD and then you got 100.
How I added AOB and AOD, I will get 180. Okay, this thing, this step, I will get 180. Okay, like I explained that when two angles are on a straight line, okay, that is supplementary angle, their sum is always 180 degree. Okay, their sum is 180 degree. So that is why I did angle AOB plus AOD. I know total is 180 and then one angle. Okay, I know the value of one angle, that is AOB is 80 plus AOD I don't know, equals to 180. Then one angle we know, and we know the total. So from the total, we subtract angle AOD that we know, which is 80. Okay, so we did 180 minus 80 and we got 100 degree. Okay, this is the supplementary angles method. And I'm writing the other one also. Okay, if you guys want, you can write it down. angle AOD equals to angle AOC equals to 100 degree, vertically opposite angles. And angle AOB equals to angle COD equals to 80 degree, which is also vertically opposite angles. Okay, this is the first method that I showed, and this is the second method. Okay, now this I have found out the measure of AOD. Okay, AOD 100. Similarly, I can find out the measure of COD also, same way. Okay, COD also I can find with this method also. In this method, so straight away you write AOB equals to COD is 80 because VOA. Okay, vertically opposite angle. But in this method, how we do it, I will quickly show you in this method how we do it. Same as before. Okay, same as before. We will see. Now angle AOB. Okay. One second. Yes, we did right now. We did for BD, line BD. Okay, that is this line, angles forming on line BD. Now we will do of the angle forming on AC. Okay, this line AC. Now COD is forming on AC on the line AC. Okay, so angle AOD plus angle AOC, because they're forming on the straight line AC, their total will be 180 degree. Okay, because they are on a straight line. Because they are on a straight line. Okay, then Abraham, it is blurred, so I cannot see. Angle AOD we know is 100 degree. 100 degree plus AOC I don't know. AOC 180 is the total. So take AOC here. AOD, and you guys are not telling me that I have written AOC instead of COD. COD, yes, okay. So COD will come here.
Because I didn't notice.
Yeah, you didn't notice, it's okay. I also just noticed that it is COD. That is, let's take, that is this angle and this angle that we are talking about, okay? So, angle COD will be 80 degree. Okay. So
Ma'am,
this is the supplementary angle method. Yes.
ma'am, stop here, ma'am. Time up.
I know that, Andrik. You focus on writing, and if there is doubt, you ask. Yes, guys, anything you want to ask? Any doubt? Hope this part is clear.
Oh,
Okay. Abraham, clear? Okay. So we stop here, and tomorrow we'll do parallel lines, we'll do transversal, and we'll do the angles which are formed by transversal lines. Okay. There are more types of angles. Okay, which are formed by parallel and transversal lines. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And homework I'll put in the group. Okay. Basically, I think it's 11.4. Right? So try it out and we will meet tomorrow for the math class. Science class will be there in 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes break and then science class. Okay, Rick. Math class is over. See you tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Hey guys, hope you guys are there. We are starting right now. Videos on, please. Hope my voice is audible. Please send me the videos. Okay, so what I wanted to discuss related to the science stage pack is some points I wanted to discuss where I have deducted marks. Okay, let's begin with the first one, that's Abraham. So Abraham, where I deducted like in the your marks is a bit of the part where there were a lot of spelling errors. Okay, I get it that there is some errors in the Google from the book when the copying and pasting, the errors came into that. But Abraham, when we are creating presentation, they just go through all the spellings and if there is can spot the error. Okay, what error is there and we can correct it. Okay, all right. So next time, please make sure that you correct the spelling mistakes. Okay, there were a lot of spelling mistakes I was going through it when you were presenting. That was a bit, little bit of error that was there. Rest the presentation was good. Okay, your presentation was creative. All right, it was good. You created a good PPT. All right, and that's what you had to see. Okay, then Anaya, yours, the presentation was good. Explanation was also on point. Okay, overall it was very good. Now, see, Anaya, when because I gave you the complete freedom, okay, to add anything that you want to add from the outside. Okay, so when you are creating presentations, okay, you can take some data. You can also take some additional data from outside. Okay, you can add some facts here and there. Okay, you can add some. You can say case study here and there. Okay, some like a small experiment kind of thing you can add. All right. So besides the book, like everything you covered from the book, okay, but little bit extra also you can put here and there. Little facts you can put. Okay. So like that also you can put to make it more creative. All right.
Ma'am, I put a lot of like, for example, my characteristics of my of the fibers, ma'am. I took most of it from outside help only, ma'am.
You took most of it from outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't
And
understand what you said from the book. I took all I could find in the book, and I took a lot
all
of help
from the
from
outside.
outside as well. Yeah.
Outside, yes. Okay. All right, that's great. But you can, like, it was good. Presentation was good. Overall, it was clear. I love the graphics. Okay, the way it was popping. I really love that in your presentation. And but also, like I suggest that you can also like take them like except including them in the main matter, you can put small things here and there also like that. Okay, like a did you know or like a fun fact or something like that. Okay, so that also you can show. Okay, and Simeon, where I deducted your marks was the thing, the natural fiber thing that you said. I went through it. So see, Simeon, you before that first slide of the presentation, where you mentioned that where it was written, you written it correctly. But before that, when you were given introduction of plastic, That time we said that it is naturally occurring. Okay, so I deducted a little bit mark in that part. Okay,
Okay.
also yes, but then when you went to the presentation, when you went to present it, and then you explained again, that time you explained correct. Okay, but in the intro, that little word you missed out, but it's okay. It's all right. I know that concept is clear with you. Okay, also, one thing that I want to suggest to you, Simeon, is that you used a background of plastics in the whole presentation. It was good, okay? But little bit thing was that there was a lot of data on one slide. Okay, there was a lot of data on one single slide without much gaps. Okay, so that
So I
is
should
important.
put like a little more less information on one slide and more on two slides.
I'm not telling to deduct any information out of the presentation. No, I am telling that you can put a little less information on one side. Like you put 6 points,
Just
seven
spread it
points.
out over more.
Spread it out, yes. Spread it out. Use gaps in between of points. Like you were telling about the types of plastics. So there were 6 points, one after the other, like all in a paragraph form. So instead, it looked like it was in a paragraph form. So instead of that, you can put it in points, put gap in between, spread it out. Okay, maybe 3 to 4 points in one page is all right. Okay, so that thing we have to keep in mind when we are creating the presentation. That is clarity. Okay, so I deducted half marks for that. Okay, clarity. And also, I want to share one thing. When we create presentation, see, what we do, if we are using a light background, okay, a light, very basic background, we can go very creative with the writing that we are doing inside it. Okay, we can put various colors. We can put, if it is a very light background, white or cream. You can make it colorful. You can use bigger, smaller fonts and all. Okay, you can fill it up. Okay, if the background is light, if the background is plain. But if the background is heavy, okay, then you have to keep the text plain. Okay, then you cannot make the text heavy. It will be messed up. Okay, if your background is also heavy and the text that you're putting is also heavy, like big fonts and 10 colors, it will look messed up. Okay, so
Okay.
it should be in balance. Okay, all of you, like not for Simeon only, collectively, I'm saying that it should be balanced. Okay, if the background is light, then text you can be creative with the text. But if the background is heavy, then text you just do normal black. Okay, not too bold and all, not too heavy. Yes, Abraham. You are not audible to me. Abraham, you are not audible.
Was my background too heavy?
Was your background too heavy? No, it was okay, Abraham. Your background was okay because your text were simple, like it was balanced, so it was okay. Even Simeon's was all right because the background was heavy, but the text used was only black. But the thing, Simeon, was you need to spread it out more, okay? Spread
Okay.
it out more. Yeah, leave gaps in middle, in between. Okay, leave gaps in between and all that. Okay. Also, one more thing that I want to share. Okay, this is also collectively for all of you that what we do in presentation, Abraham, when we are when we have made it, okay, we can write the matter. All right, but presentation doesn't mean that we just have to read the matter that is written on the screen. Okay, so we have to explain it also a little bit. Okay, not too much. We have to explain it a bit. Like, why do we write it? So that we can get the idea of what we have to say, and the audience can get an idea of what we are explaining. But the explanation part should come from our own side.
So
Okay.
like you, what do you mean? You mean like we should put it in points and then like on the screen and not like put it in a speech and then say a speech kind of thing.
Yes, but because like you guys are still young, okay, I advise that you put the main point. You can also write what it means, okay, but don't write it whole in a paragraph in a speech form. Okay, like 5 lines that you have to explain, you put it in the presentation. 5 to 8 lines. Do that. Put the main point, put its meaning in short. Okay, and then explain that meaning in your own words. Okay, then explain that meaning of that thing in your own words. That is how we present it. Okay, when we grow up and when we have major presentations, what we do, we just put the very short points, only main points there in the presentation. The explanation is totally our own thing. Okay, but since you are learning, that is not the thing that I'll force on you. Okay, you can put the meaning also there, but not the whole one-page thing that you have prepared your explanation. You put it in the presentation. Okay, that shouldn't be it. Hope you're getting what I'm explaining, what I'm trying to say. Hope you're understanding it. Okay, so that way, you guys can do. Okay, Anaya has explained, and Simeon explained very well. Okay, Simeon's explanation I liked, and Anna also explained well. Okay, Abraham, also when you are like you read out, you also explained some things, but a little bit more focus on the explanation is needed. Okay, like try to use your own words, not just read what's written in your presentation, but from your own side, little bit more explanation should be there. Okay. Otherwise, it was good. Like the presentations were awesome. If I tell you honestly, all your presentations were super. The topics there was clarity. Okay, there was the correctness that was there. Okay, it was right, correct. The figures that you chose, the facts that you have put there, who discovered, when they discovered, they were all right. Okay, and the confidence level, especially, okay, being so young and presenting, I really appreciate the confidence, the efforts that you guys showed. Okay, that was amazing. And that's all that I want to say, that I wanted to share. Okay, so please next time when we do this activity, please keep this in mind. Okay, any
What
questions?
was there anything especially good about someone's presentation?
Especially good about
Like what
someone's
was unique
presentation.
from everybody else? Like each person
What
had
was
their own
unique?
unique thing. What was different?
What was different? Sure, I share that. So, in Anaya's presentation, I really like the pop-up things, like how the text were turning up. Okay, I like that. I like the clarity, a white background, and on that headings and the text were properly placed, and the way it was showing and turning. I like that. Simi's presentation, I like how he showed the facts and figures, how he showed the charts and the column thing that you showed Simin. Although it was a little blurry, although
What
it
is the
was a little
column
blurry,
thing you mean?
Is it the
the
different types
column
of
thing.
plastics, ma'am, when he
Different
showed?
types of plastics. Yes, different types of plastics. That was a little blur, but yes, he put in the effort to find such an image that's putting it in columns. And he showed, I think he showed some chart also to us, a pie chart.
Yeah.
Yes, a pie chart. So those charts and figures I really liked in Simeon's presentation. Okay, and Abraham's presentation, I like the background. Okay, I really like the background of Abraham's presentation. Very colorful and vibrant background was there. Okay, and what I liked collectively in all of your presentations also was the live examples that you guys showed. Okay, the live examples, Abraham showed the fabrics. Okay, and I have also showed the live example of the toothbrush in the materials, and Simeon who showed Simeon's live examples were also very good. He was trying to show the marks of that are mentioned on the
Code.
products of the plastic. Yes, that is it's recyclable and we can recycle that and all of that. What it's made up of, those marks that he was trying to show, really unique. Okay, all of y'all. So that was great, and overall it was good presentation and explanation. It was great
The live
overall.
example was my mother's idea.
Your mother's idea? Okay,
Yeah, that's why I
Abraham.
thought I was the only one going to be doing it. And then I saw everybody else doing it.
No, ma'am had said that please show live examples that if you can.
I didn't hear
I
that.
suggested.
She said it 2-3 times. That's why we all showed.
Yes. Yeah, I suggested you guys share the live examples, surely. And your mother that was a good idea from her as well. Tell her I loved it. Yes, Abraham.
I got all my live examples from my grandmother.
From your grandmother. Okay, that's super. How's she doing, Abraham?
Not ma'am, not the one who's ill, ma'am, the other one.
The other one. The other one. Okay. All right.
Excuse me,
So,
ma'am.
yes, Abraham.
Where did my half mark get cut? I think you put it in the questions. I think I got a question
In
wrong.
the
Which question
question.
was that? Was it the Teflon and the Bakelite
Which
one?
question? That was half correct. The Teflon and the Bakelite one. That was half correct. Okay. Also, give me a second. I'll share where the questions come from.
Sure.
1 minute. Abraham, tell your grandmother that the idea was super. Okay. The fabrics ideas were very good, and I totally like that. And I asked, yeah. So, yes, the Teflon. Okay, the Teflon one. And also, you missed on the first stage of whole processing. Okay, like I
Which
think
one, ma'am?
one step of whole processing. You said it almost. Okay, I think six are there and maybe five.
Yeah, I think I said 5. Which one did I miss,
You
ma'am?
said you missed I think the first step,
Which
first one.
which one is that? I said
Sharing,
sharing. I
sharing,
said sharing.
sharing.
I
You
said
said
that.
sharing. Okay, then I'll check which one you missed. I can't really remember exactly, but yeah, I think you missed one. So, but you said the almost answer and little bit Teflon was correct. Melamine was not. Okay, like two names I asked.
I had said Bakelite, not Melamine.
Bakelite you said.
Yeah, I said
Okay,
Bakelite.
Bakelite you said. I'll check for Bakelite. Okay, but I think I deducted half marks for both the questions. Like combinedly, I deducted half. Okay. And Abraham, I for you, I one question was wrong and three were right. Okay, so half mark I deducted for that question. You are not audible to me. I cannot
The
hear you.
question that was wrong, was it the silk moth?
Silk moth one, yes.
Ma'am, I could not remember the name.
You could not remember the name. It's okay. Was the silk moth one? And Simeon, where did I cut your mark? I cut I think 0.25 at marks for like the last question where you explained how silk is obtained from the silk moths. That time I explained, I cut little bit of marks for you there.
Why? What did
Okay,
I do
because
wrong?
what did you do wrong? You just explained that silkworm, we just take the silk out of it, like the worm produces it, we take the worm and then we take the silk. Like it's very short and like I've not really elaborate and step by step. A very basic answer it was.
I thought I gave the steps like they let the silk moss come out and then they soak it in water.
Yeah, but little bit part of it is missing, like how the silkworm turns into a cocoon. Okay, and then the
Okay.
like how the silk is like obtained from that fiber, and then like how it is exactly obtained. That was a little bit in short, like very short at first. So that is why I deducted little bit marks for that. Okay, most marks in Simeon, half mark I deducted for clarity, and 1.5 I deducted in the explanation. Okay, that was the this thing.
What did I do wrong in
Five.
the explanation?
Plastic is obtained from natural. Plastic is a naturally occurring substance.
Okay.
Ma'am, yeah, I missed the third step in the wool processing. I didn't say sorting.
Scoring.
No, no,
Sorting.
sorting. Third step.
Sorting. Okay. Okay. Third step. Sorting. Yeah. So for that, I deducted a little bit marks. So that's it. Okay. That's it. And those were the question and answers. Also, I really liked how you guys cross questioned each other. Okay, how you questioned each other and answered. Okay, how the one who's presenting questioned and how the others questioned. That interaction is really important. If it doesn't happen, it's either that you have understood everything or that you didn't understood anything at all. If we don't ask questions, it means only two things. Either it's all clear or nothing is clear. Everything is flown away. Okay, so it's important to ask questions because we are learning from each other. Okay, so it went well and we'll plan more of it in the coming days. Definitely we'll do more of it. All right, and anything else you want to ask? We'll begin with, see what
Can we do less tests and more of this kind of thing? It's actually very nice.
less of the test and more of this kind of things. For some chapters, sure, definitely. And but some chapters test is important, like for biological processes, for example,
Okay.
the toughest. Like for that test is important for those kind of chapters, okay? Because you really need to know and learn and know and the diagrams also. You need to prepare. So, but we
I
can
think
keep
the
like
diagrams are the hardest thing in science test.
diagrams are hard, yes,
And
they
I
are.
think the hardest, the two hardest tests were chapter 4 and 5. And I think the other one was the no, which one was it? The fourth and fifth one, and I'm not sure, I'm just checking the tests.
Diagrams are easier actually for me, but the explanation, like elaborating, is difficult.
Yeah, ma'am, fourth
That
and
is
fifth
correct.
was hardest. That
Mhm.
drawing, I think you had given us like 6 to 7 diagrams in that, 4 to 5 diagrams, 5 6 diagrams, something.
Yes, 4 to 5 diagrams I had given. And yes, I mean, because you don't elaborate the answers in test, that is why I cut your marks.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
not a
know
lot of,
how to elaborate. I feel like I'll just write that much, and I'm like, that's the correct answer. And I don't think I have to elaborate a little more and explain better.
yes, I mean, please practice elaborating it. Okay. Like you are, I know you know the concept and you write it in like you, like suppose the whole concept Simeon can explain in 1 or 2 lines. Like that's Simeon's superpower, that a big concept, the whole respiration system, Simeon will explain in 2 lines. Okay. But then if the respiratory system answer is of 8 marks and Simeon will write 2 lines, so then how will I be able to give marks? Okay.
That's the
So
problem. I never remember to elaborate it.
yes, now you please remember to elaborate it according to the marks. Okay. The marks, number of marks the question is, try to put that many points in the question. Okay, 1 line or 2 line points.
But
Now,
isn't my elaborating slightly better now?
slightly better now. Slightly better, yeah, I think so. For some questions, yes, you wrote very good answers. Like the plant one, when I gave that 2 types of, I mean, plant things I gave, one question in which the bushes, shrubs, and all of that were there. One test I took, that answer you wrote very well, Simran, I remember. You gave the diagrams, you divided to categories, you gave all the sub points in the categories. So yes, your elaborating is getting better. Definitely. Okay. And let's see what chapter we are supposed to do next.
Ma'am, it's chapter
Nutrition.
13.
Chapter 13, yeah. Crop production. Haven't we finished with it?
No, ma'am, we have to do 13.4.
Yeah, I think we
Storage.
finished it.
I
We
don't think.
finished with,
I'm not sure.
yes, I remember we have finished with this chapter.
Yeah, we
I,
even finished 13.5.
yes, we finished 13.5. I taught about the insects and their insecticides, which I used to kill them. Okay. And then this was your homework. We finished with this chapter and we were supposed to start magnet and electric current that we will be starting in tomorrow's class. Okay. This chapter is going to be about magnets. All right. And we will talk about magnets, their shape, their size, how magnets react. Okay. How they come and stick together, how they react, what type of magnet will they react? Like they either pull close or they pull apart magnets. Okay, so how those type of reaction is taking place, we'll do it. Then we'll talk about electric current. Okay, we'll be talking about electric current, how the electric current runs in a circuit, and we'll see all of that. Okay, and anything that you want to ask? Any other questions? Because we are winding it up today.
No. What also one more, what is a science? I mean, which chapter is the test on next week?
Which chapter is the test next week? 1 minute, I'll see and I'll let you know.
Ma'am, I think we have to do chapter 10.
Yes, chapter 10 heat we had to do because we did chapter 9. We have taken the teach back. Okay, this for a quiz, this for a test, and chapter 10 heat we have to take. I told in the last class that
Yeah, but I
chapter
forgot.
you forgot. Okay, I also forgot. So science chapter 10 test and math also chapter 10 test next week. Okay, please
Chapter
I'll let
10
you
in
know.
maths is what?
Chapter 10
It's
is in
angles
maths
only,
is,
ma'am. It's more
yes,
angles.
yes, it's about angles. It's about introduction to geometry. Okay, introduction to geometry. And
Okay.
we'll take a test of that and test of heat also. Both the chapters next week. Okay, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, probably. I'm mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, Simran. So I was telling that probably on Tuesday and Wednesday I'll be giving the test. Okay, science and maths, but I'll put it in the group once.
And
I
ma'am,
accidentally unmuted. I was actually telling my brother because he was arguing with me that if you have a headache, you're supposed to sit up.
Okay. Okay, Simran. It's all right. Yes, Simran.
yeah, ma'am, I was saying that on Thursday, ninth chapter maths test is there, right?
Thursday, 9th chapter, math test is there. Yes.
And no other tests, right? This week.
This
Because
week,
we
no
had the
other
teach
test
back session yesterday.
because we had the teach back session. Yes. No test,
Okay.
no science test this week. Only the math test, chapter 9 is there. Next
Okay.
week on Tuesday, Wednesday, the science math test I'll keep. Okay. So we will meet tomorrow. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's class. Bye bye.